Who did I beat in the final? Matthew. Unlucky Matthew. Tight game, but I won. And I'm not going to say I'm sorry, because I'm not sorry, because I wanted to win. So it was amuses me when people say, oh, I'm sorry about that, so you're not sorry at all. If you want to win something, you mean to win it. You're not sorry. You want to win. That's the whole point of being in it. People, welcome to another edition of that finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard. With me, Big Jim, here at BadLadDad HQ. It's good to see you. Where have you been? I've been here. Where have you been? Haven't seen you for a while. It's been over a week, would you believe? And quite a lot has happened in that week. Not just people belting on motorbikes past the window, so it's making a noise in your ears, but also we've had the news, haven't we? SummerSlam 18 tier is about to arrive and probably going to arrive this Wednesday. First whisper of that was on the App Store, and WWE SuperCard's Twitter account cheekily retweeted an App Store tweet which showed Ronda Rousey. And then, of course, we've had the subsequent Xavier Woods card being tweeted by WWE SuperCard as well. So, new tier to come. Now, we kind of expected this to happen, and I think that's reflected in Last Man Standing, the Randy Orton card, because there was this movement to try and get the Randy card for free, see how well people could do. And I must admit, I nearly didn't bother at all, to be quite honest, but I thought I'd have a casual chisel, just a casual chisel over the weekend, see how I could get on. And so I did go for it to a degree. Didn't spend any credits of any description on it, and I have to say, they obviously had worked on giving more freebie pulls for the blocks and for the reveals, because I didn't, at no stage did I run out until the last half an hour on Sunday evening when I was doing my last just grab a few points. Anyway, I haven't collected my reward yet, so let's go and do that now. Just one note before I do collect that. Where is he? If you are going to send me a message and say you want to join the team, which a lot of you do, and I do explain to you politely that we can't kick someone out just to put one of you guys in, and there's so many of you people want to be in, and I don't blame you, it's just not possible. But to then say, well, you're going to start reporting me to Cat Daddy and things, I mean, what? I don't even know why I bothered replying for the second time. Just don't do it, people. And I've said before, it's not worth asking about the team. If there is a spot on Team BadLadDad, I will let you know. But please just don't harass me. It's not just me. Other YouTubers get it the same as well. You know, obviously, if I've said, look, no, sorry, it's not possible, I'm not saying no, get lost. I'm not ignoring you. I am trying to reply to you. But don't be a dick about it. Seriously. Right, rewards. Here we go. Last Man Standing results. And I've got my Randy Orton. So 1,627. For once, with all my previous Last Man Standing cards, I've been just below the rank above. It's been very frustrating. Sometimes, I think the last of the Triple H card, I was like just 3 spots below the next rank above, which is very frustrating. But this time round, I think 1703 was the lower cut-off. So I just made sure I crept in. But this is the lowest rank that I've been in Last Man Standing, but it was worth going for, even if we have got a new tier coming up. So I'll collect Randall. I've not bought the portrait pack, which has come out today for 1,000 credits. It seemed a bit ironic doing an event where you're not spending any credits and then spend 1,000 credits to get a portrait, just a different picture of the guy. That doesn't really seem to make sense, but anyway, there we go. And also, before we start talking a bit more about the new tier, this will probably be my last, oh, just got to change something here. Sorry about that, it's just telling me we've got a low battery already. I've barely started. Look at this, my batteries are running low. It's hot and steamy here in London. My batteries are running low. I don't have a beer, which is always bad news. I need to have a beer to hand. But what's good news is a King of the Ring win to collect. As I was about to say before the camera, which is actually an iPhone, so rudely interrupted, this will probably be my last King of the Ring until we see the new tier come out. Now, I say Wednesday. I'm assuming it's Wednesday that's coming out. So I'm going to hold off until then. But I haven't actually proed Becky yet, the Becky event card. Because I haven't had much chance to play, which is why I've not been around over the last few days. Anyway, here we go. You know my feelings on this. The female is always a good thing to have. Heath Slater. I think that may be a pro. I'm not sure. My recent track record of saying, oh, what have I got that for? The last couple, actually, have been low-ranking pros. Who did I beat in the final? Matthew. Unlucky Matthew. Tight game, but I won. And I'm not going to say I'm sorry, because I'm not sorry, because I wanted to win. So it always amuses me when people say, oh, I'm sorry about that, so you're not sorry at all. If you want to win something, you mean to win it. You're not sorry. You want to win. That's the whole point of being in it. Right, let's go to my cards. Into combinable. Combinable. No, he's not a pro. Alright, okay. I thought I'd got that. I got Kid's Image. Maybe I just played someone in a recent event. Yeah, Becky. I've still got a bit of work to do on Becky-cus. But of course, we've got Team Road to Glory this evening. Road to Glory! Which is another non-pro Big E, which I will go for. I believe the team's going for it. Just collect this freebie-ishness. But also, there's 2 Hall of Fame cards included in that. Now, I'm an absolute stickler for trying to get the pros in this game, so that you can build out your card catalogue. So I do have, I very nearly went back to the home menu. That's the first time I think I've ever controlled myself and not hit that back arrow and ended up on the opening menu. If we just go into my cards, let's go into WrestleMania 33. That wouldn't be, not a combinable. Yeah, Doofus would be a good place to start. I don't know what's going on outside. There was a bit of road rage outside here, at the edge of the City of London the other day. And say it's been quite active on the streets outside over the last couple of days. As you can see, all of these cards that I've got saved here, the only reason I'm keeping hold of these is to hopefully Monday make a pro when you get these Hall of Fame pack freebies or the freebie cards from the daily free packs. Now that Hall of Fame Mick Foley, that's in this Team Road to Glory, but also I've got a monster. Would it shock you if I said I've got a monster Farouk? I've got a monster Farouk right there. So both of those are in Team Road to Glory. Sorry, Team Road to Glory. If we just have a quick look there, so you can see there's the man and there's your other man. So I will get a couple of pros out of those, which won't suit anything other than filling out the catalogue. How am I doing on the catalogue, by the way? Like 3,391, not too bad. It's beginning to fill out, but of course that does fill out my cards. If I have a quick skip through, uncommons, I keep a bunch of those for doing the Royal Rumbles. Rares, I'm trying to make these into pros, which is why I've got those saved. Super rare, I've got every super rare pro, so I don't have to worry about those, apart from that lass. Ultra rare, I think I'm done as far as the normal cards are concerned, but as you can see, I've kept those individuals. Epics, the only way is epics. I've kept hold of the man, and in that time, and indeed the WWE forgot, Neville. I've kept him, and Alberto Del Rio. I've kept him as well, simply because they're not in the game anymore, and you can't do those fusions. So I don't know why I've kept them, to be quite honest. You could quite easily get rid of them. They're in the catalogue, aren't they? Bam Bam Bigelow. And that's just cannon fodder. That can still go. I need to burn out some of these, don't they? Leg ends. Look at that. Properly done leg ends. You can't beat a properly done leg end. And Rikishi, I'm waiting to do. Now, I've been keeping hold of these Prode cards to do throwback cards to do a Mano Ninja Boyo with Ninja Boyo, who, as you probably noticed, isn't here. And the reason for that is we're having some work done where we live, which is where I am now. But I'm here overseeing that work and also doing my own job of work. And he's on his summer holidays, and it wasn't really fair to keep him cooped up in a place that was all brick dust and paint and things. So he and his mum have gone off somewhere nice, away from me, leaving me to cope with everything. But that's one of the reasons why I've not been able to do any videos for the last few days as well, is I was going to say the noise in here. There's more noise with motorbikes and everything going on out there at the moment. But yeah, what with my own work, my own job of work that actually pays the bills so that we can afford to have the place tarted up. Plus the fact that the place has been in a bit of upheaval, has meant I've not been able to do an awful lot. So I do apologise for that. But we do still intend to do Man and Ninja Boy, and he's got 3 or 4 weeks of his school halls to go yet, so there should be plenty of time to do the Mano v Ninja Boy challenge, so don't worry, that is coming, I promise you. But of course, by the time that happens, we may not want to use these throwback cards. We may, look at all these perfect pros, I love it. We may be wanting to use new cards from the new SummerSlam tier that's coming out. Look, I was a bit annoyed there because I thought, oh, I'm going to pro these. Well, I was just quickly proing them, thinking I wasn't going to do anything with them, and then I was like, actually, I want to do them properly. But that was too late for Sting, the old Stinger. And so I've kept that one because I want to do it properly. Oh, excuse me. That's a hunger hiccup because I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten since I had breakfast, and it's presently 20 to 9 in the evening, so I need to sort that out as well. Hardens, yeah. I mean, look, you can see all of this is, particularly these singles, they're just bunging up my my collection. I need some space. Need some space in that catalogue. Right, so is there anything else to be done? I don't think there is. Is there? One thing I would say is on the daily tasks, I've got 31 things saved, but you've got to bear in mind if you've got a new tier coming out, then hopefully you would be able to stand the chance of getting a top tier card from one of these packs. Now the caveat I would mention for that, the background to all of this is, I don't think I've had anything higher than probably a hardened card in all the time that these packs have been available. I'd be interested to hear if you've had a top tier pull from these packs, because it hasn't happened for me so far, and in fact I don't think there's anyone on Team BadLadDad who's had a pull either of the top tier. So I'll be interested to see what happens there. And also Team Battleground, of course, excuse me, with the Team Battleground rewards, you can't even get a Goliath card at the moment, can you? Now I know there's a few of you frustrated that there's talk of a new tier because you haven't got out of WrestleMania 34 tier, but hopefully, if you've saved up your battle points, you'll be able to get yourselves a single Goliath, maybe even a pair of Goliaths or 2 single Goliaths, whichever way you want to do it. Which will help you obviously with that. But in terms of these battle points and a player who's in the top tier, doesn't really serve you much purpose, does it? I mean, certainly there's been no point in me buying any WrestleMania 34 cards. In fact, I don't know why actually I do know why the points are low. Every time they come out with one of those emotes, something like that, I tend to buy it because I think, well, what else am I going to use my battle points for? But also, as a chance to see, with the Team Battleground, get yourself a Team Battleground win and see if you can get a card from the top tier. Something that myself and Ninja Boy did manage in the very first couple of matches that we did when we hit Goliath tier, and then we've not had a pull since. And then, of course, there's Pod on our team, Team BadLadDad, who's not had a pull, I think, for the last couple of tiers. I think he's something like 0-22 from packs. So that luck could do with changing. That luck could do with changing. Now, what are your thoughts on SummerSlam tier? What are your thoughts on having a new tier so soon? I mean, let's face it, Goliath was always going to be just a stopgap, particularly when you look at... where am I going with this? Particularly where when you look at who was available. There is just something to show you on Goliath while I'm talking about it, which is I got my second fusion. It was this fella, Kyle O'Reilly. Now my first fusion was... I've lost her. What have I done with her? Where's she gone? My eyes deceive me. Oh, there she is. As you can see, Aloha, who I have actually been working on. So I may start working on Kyle, I don't know. I've got another one in the pot anyway. There's another one in the melting pot. But yeah, just going on, looking at these cards, it was sort of missing the real superheroes, wasn't it? Obviously Randy's a superhero, but you know what I'm saying. There was a lot of interesting inclusions and interesting exclusions from Goliath tier, so it was always going to be like a stopgap tier. I think I'll use that image actually on the main card that we've just earned. Let's go whiz. Let's just give that a little run out. See if we can find it. Come on. Swap image. Swapping the image. Was that it? And that was it, wasn't it? Oh, that's a shame. It cuts his hand off. You had to see him leaping out of the card at you. Oh, that is a shame. It would be better, actually, if they just shifted him over a bit and you wouldn't need to see his right hand. You just see his left hand coming out at you. Oh, well, I'll have to change that. Yeah, your thoughts on SummerSlam tier. As I mentioned, I've had a few of you tweeting me saying that you're still in WrestleMania 34 and you're a bit peeved that there's a new tier coming out already when you're so close to getting into Goliath. But I guess the game does have to progress. You know, we were expecting to get a SummerSlam tier, and it's now confirmed. Do you feel it's too much? Has it been too much? I'll be interested to see at what price all the packs start coming out. We've had a lot of packs being churned out in the last few weeks. We've had all these summer cards that people were working on, and all the ingredients that people were trying to buy. And of course, Last Man Standing, if for some reason you weren't getting enough of the blocks and reveals, you could have been buying packs for that too. The image pack that's come out today, there's an awful lot of packs floating around, which means you could plough through quite a few credits if you're not too careful. So just keep an eye on what you're doing. If you do like spending your credits, it's your own money, generally, unless you're using your mum and dad's device, in which case you might get into trouble. But yeah, just be careful, because these things do soon add up, and before you know it, you've totted up quite a bill by the end of the month. So just be careful. If I'm my own sort of rule of thumb on it is we don't buy packs, but we'll buy credits to help boost events. So with Last Man Standing, what I would do normally is I probably would have bought, well, I probably don't think I would have needed to have bought that pack, you know, with the blocks and the reveals. I don't think I'd have needed to have bought it anyway, but certainly would have doubled up on the what you were earning points wise. And that's something that I will do in Road to Glory and also in Ring Dommy Dim Dom. Because let's face it, if you're going to try and go for heroic mode, doing it on 1 points and 3 points and 5 points is a bit arduous, to say the least. Of course, it's got me thinking about Road to Glory now. Just Road to Glory heroic mode. Oh, I just can't take it anymore. Can't take it anymore. Yeah, anyway, so let me know. You're pleased, you're hyped, you're pumped up, ready for SummerSlam. Let me know in the comments down below. Or do you think it's a step too far? Do you think we should have just left it for a bit and then perhaps had a complete refresh and a new season in a couple of months' time? I tend to think that a new season would happen around October time. Around October. It was November-ish last time. I think it was delayed slightly because of other events that have been going on. So I don't know. I'm to be honest, I've just about had enough of Road to Glory. The last heroic Road to Glory I went for, I think, was Batista. It was a while ago. I don't bother now with that. It's Ring Dommy Dim Dom. I'll do the heroic mode on that. But the Road to Glory is just so long and monotonous. You fall asleep halfway through. And, you know, there's real life out there to be done as well. These games are meant to be like something to unwind to and a sort of distraction. Sorry, my phone's playing up again. You won't be able to see all the signs I'm getting, but my phone's basically going, I'm running out of juice, man. You gotta conclude the video. You gotta wind it up, son. So I better get on with winding up and saying goodbye. So look, there we go. That's me, waffling as usual. It's good to be back. It's good to see you people. Have you missed me? Let me know down below. And of course, there's all the usual shouts to social media. There's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's Facebook. If you like the video, whack that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed before, and you can hear this kind of nonsense all over again. And until I see you next time, which will be this week, with a new tier, you stay cool.